welcome back to my channel. This is the first time I'm filming in my new home, and I'm going to be talking about Simplicity 8764. So I made a little shark blazer for my son who was going through a shark phase at the time. As a whole, this pattern is adorable and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. However, I'm really quite disappointed with Simplicity because they give you everything that you need to make the lining, but they don't teach you how to do it properly in the directions. The way that they teach you to do it, hold on, I'm going to show you the directions. Okay. So if you look here, so this is your pattern piece for the back, right? You have to baste along the outer edge of the pattern. You baste the lining to the outside before you sew it together. So then when you sew it together, the inside has this super ugly seam down the back, which is completely unacceptable. I'm really unhappy with the directions. See, little boys don't keep their jacket on, and when they take it off, you still want to, you know, be proud of what you made, and you want to make something nice, even though it's for a kid. So I just think that it is a super lazy way to do a pattern, and I'm really quite disappointed with that. I have experience doing linings, but I've only done linings for vests and corsets and stuff like that, never where you have sleeves on it. So I wasn't quite sure how to fix it in a way that I'd be happy with. So I'm going to show you what I did and what I would do differently next time. Before I sewed it together, I sewed the two back pieces together first for the lining, and then I sewed them together for the front, and then I put them together. And I wanted to just put a little bit more length, because if you do it the way that the directions say, this jacket would be a little bit shorter than what I have here. So compensate for that, I had to make this really weird line. So it's a little bit shorter in the front, and then I tapered it down to a point here so that these sides would match up, and I wouldn't have to fold this over and make it shorter. And then I basically just did a whip stitch to sew this part down. I do this pattern again. I'm going to go ahead and take off this part so that I don't have to do this. I would just, on both the front and the back pieces, I would take that inch or so off so it would be straight from the front to the back. And then the rest, everything else, I followed the directions. I left these side seams open because I wasn't sure how to do the lining. I'd like to find a pattern, a little suit pattern that tells you how to do it, because I kind of felt like I was left on my own. As a whole, I'm pleased with how it turned out, and he's happy with it, and that's what counts. So I will make this pattern again. I want to do a coat, but I'm gonna lengthen it. If I make the full suit again, I would do the modifications that I just talked about. But when I do the coat, I'll make a video of it. I might do a sew along. I'm kind of nervous to do a sew along because I have so many kids that they'll interrupt me every 3 minutes, and then it won't make any sense what I'm doing. Right now I'm lucky because my boys are in school and my daughter is napping, so I gotta get this done while she sleeps. I used a cotton fabric for both the lining and the outside. It would be nice to use a silky fabric. Yeah. So if you don't care about that, having that seam on the inside, on the back part, then I highly recommend this. If you care about it, like I do, and you don't have experience doing linings, I might look around to see if there's a better pattern out there that would teach you how to do the lining. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'm happy to answer them. And thank you for watching.